We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
Ho, ho, ho! Happy holidays and welcome back to the Triton Esports channel. My name is Alan, Administrator Passauer. Joined with me today, as always, is Paul, our Paul Slazara.
What's going on, everybody?
Ken Nicholas and Dr. Lawrence Camacho, the Dean of the EMSS. We have a very special episode on Triton Esports today. We're going to be doing the Island Esports Awards, and we are it's a collaborative event with Ladi Esports League, and it's an event to highlight and showcase the great athletes we've had throughout the year, the esports athletes, and to honor them at the end of this year's ceremony. So we're going to get right into it. Ark?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's been a great year for esports on the island, and we are very appreciative of everybody who's put in such a collaborative effort, whether you participated or whether you've just been, supporting the scene, especially either Ladi Esports or UOG Triton Esports or any esports related affiliated organization. But one of the biggest goals of this event is to recognize numerous Triton esports athletes and the distribution of their scholarships, as well as recognizing the numerous esports athletes who have had a notable achievement or achievements within this year. So before we also begin, I would like to acknowledge and recognize the dignitaries of the University of Guam. I don't believe they will be coming here tonight, but in the event that they do, they may say a few words. So I would like to acknowledge the president of the University of Guam, Dr. Thomas Kreis, the senior vice president and provost, Dr. Anita Borja Enriquez, as well as the vice president of administration and finance, Randall Wiegand. So Alan, I think you know what we like to do? We like to talk about our sponsors. We had a lot of sponsors this year. Yep. So let's go run through all of them. There you go. Yeah,
this wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, guys. So we'd just like to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors and those we've associated with throughout the year. The NACE, the National Association of Collegiate Esports, GlidePath, Solar Energy. They've provided us keeping our streams green here with solar credits and all that. So thank you so much to GlidePath. PDS, Pacific Data Systems, for the super space internet that I always advertise when we are streaming the league games. MacTech Guam for home and business computer repairs. The UOG Triton Store, Geek Out Guam, the UOG Endowment Foundation, Kathleen Moreland in RC UOG, and GameStop Guam, as well as the UOG SGA, MBI, Heavy Hitters, Guam Windward Memorial, and the Guam Army National Guard.
Yeah. So, like I said, much of it would not be possible or even done at Triton Esports or even Ladi Esports without the support of our sponsors. And actually, one of them could not make it here today. It's actually GlidePath. But if they did, they actually wanted to provide a statement. So bear with me. I do actually have it on my phone. It's not actually printed out, but I'm going to be reading a statement from GlidePath, who was one of our sponsors. And the Chief Development Officer, Peter Rude, is saying, let me see, sorry, just technical difficulties. There you go. GlidePath wishes to congratulate the recipients of the esports scholarships awarded at the Island Esports Awards hosted by Triton Esports, as well as the entire esports community for the work that they've done to build the esports community. We hope that the student athletes can use this support to further their academics while practicing their sport at home and in competition with other teams around the world. As the owner and operator of Guam's the Dan Dan Solar Energy Generation Project in Inalahan, we see a unique connection to the work we do on island, generating clean, renewable electricity and the use of the electricity that powers Triton Esports. We are looking forward to continuing to work with the Triton Esports program to increase the use of solar and other renewable energy with the goal of making the program fully carbon neutral. Again, congratulations to the athletes, and thank you to all who have supported them and esports on Guam. Once again, that is from the Chief Development Officer, Peter Rude.
Yeah, thank you so much, Peter Rude.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, 2021 is a big year for esports. And we believe that there's going to be even bigger opportunities in the future, maybe even next year. So that is why we actually have partnered with the Guam National Guard, Guam Army National Guard. I believe in the call we do have Staff Sergeant June Marie Owen, who is here to share a couple of words on behalf of the Guard. So if Staff Sergeant June Marie Owen can unmute their mic and say a couple of words, we'd love to hear it.
Half a day, can you guys hear me?
Yes, there we go. We can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear us now, ma'am?
Hello?
I think we're muted.
We could hear you.
I'm sorry, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yes,
No problems.
we can.
Yes.
Sorry, Zoom is still something that I'm learning.
No worries.
Anyways, hi, half a day, good evening, athletes, good evening. Dean Camacho, I saw you earlier. Ken, and the host of these Island Esports Award ceremony. Like the host said, my name is Staff Sergeant June Marie Owen. I am from the Guam Army National Guard. And yes, we are proud sponsors of this esports arena. We understand that this next generation is a bunch of athletes that are moving towards the esports, I guess, I don't know what to call it, field, but they're just moving into esports. So the National Guard is recognizing that, right? And we're trying to, we're acknowledging that. And we're trying to incorporate that into the organization. We're hoping that as we get more traction and as we get more participants to the with these esports games, we can maybe I guess sponsor a bunch of soldiers, if they decide, and maybe do like nationwide competitions, right? I just wanted to congratulate the recipients of the scholarships that are going to be given out today, and just to congratulate everybody that participated. I also wanted to just let you guys know that I know that scholarships are going to be handed out today, various monetary value. And just wanted to point out that one of the benefits of the Guam Army National Guard is tuition assistance. So if you guys are attending college or planning to attend college and are still trying to figure out how to pay for your tuition, please, I will leave my number with the host if he can write it down. And then if you have more questions, you guys can give me a call. But my number real quick is 671-688-3022. If the host can write that down, and if anybody maybe post a chat and they wanted to get my number again, just to get more information, that is my number. But once again, I know that scholarships are going to be giving out, but once again, part of the benefits of being a service member is that you get tuition assistance, 100% tuition assistance. So you wouldn't have to worry about how you can pay for college, right? You can enjoy that benefit as well as other benefits that we offer. And the unique thing about the National Guard is you can be a full-time student, like Private Russell, he's on here. Private Russell, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but Russell is part of the Guam Army National Guard. And he's going to college. So again, that's the unique thing about the National Guard is you can be a full-time student and serve the country and the island, right? I'm not sure if he's been putting any missions, maybe not because he's going to school, but again, that's one of the many unique things about the National Guard is you can do both. You can do both. You can do you can be a full-time student, you can work full-time, and you can serve serve in the military as well. So again, I just wanted to get on here and not take too much time because there's a lot of people to acknowledge and a lot of scholarships to give out. So again, the Guam Army National Guard is happy to be sponsors for the esports. and we hope to collaborate more in the future. I know we're going to continue to be sponsors into the next year. So again, my number is 671-688-3022. If you had more information, and not just about tuition assistance, but just about the National Guard in general, and how you can serve and how it can benefit you, not just with college, but in other aspects of your life. But again, thank you for your time, and congratulations to all the esports athletes. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Staff Sergeant Owen. We appreciate your sponsorship and your kind words to the esports program as well, and we look forward to working with you in the future. To everyone in the chat, I believe that production has left Miss Owen's number in the chat. If you'd like to talk to her about the National Guard and any of those opportunities regarding tuition, please do so, and get in the Guard, serve your country, and still get paid to play video games.
Yeah,
sounds like a good deal to me.
I mean, yeah, definitely. If that is something along your career path, dude, definitely take advantage. I mean, it is a great opportunity. But I think that speaking of opportunities, there are some individuals here that we would love to pass the mic to. We're going to actually pass it over to Dr. Lawrence Camacho, the Dean of EMSS, Enrollment Management and Student Success, to say a few words, as he's actually here with us in the room. So.
All right, thank you guys. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, buenas, then half a day. On behalf of our president, University President Dr. Kreis, and our Senior Vice President and Provost, Dr. Enriquez, our Vice President for Administration and Finance, Mr. Wiegand, I welcome all of our listening audience, all of you in our listening community out there, to this wonderful event. It is important to note that there is this value that the Triton Esports, and for example tonight in the Island Esports Award ceremony, there's this value that comes to the university out of this type of program, which is significant. It is new, and at times it feels like we are stepping into the world of the unknown, because it is new and it is something that is worth taking on. So having said that, though, however, we cannot do it without our sponsors. We cannot do it, obviously, without our student athletes. We cannot do it with the wonderful staff, support staff that we have, and then the university leadership supporting us along the way. So there's this great sense of wonderful support that we're garnering or getting from our sponsors and everyone else in the community, and we appreciate that. I personally appreciate that. So I want to thank you all for your wonderful support, your sponsorship, your contributions, the efforts that are made by the student athletes and the folks in this room and in this particular program, just making things happen for our Triton Esports program. It is worth noting that tonight's award ceremony, for example, is one evidence that this initiative works, right? There's a lot of excitement around the Triton Esports. There's a lot of excitement around the island when it comes to esports in general. There's this sense of energy that it brings to the university and the surrounding communities. And so we want to leverage off of all that, right? And we want to continue on this path for success in this type of program. So again, I want to, go back and thank you all, not just for your presence here tonight, not just for your participation in listening to this program in the awards ceremony tonight, but also understand that all this effort amongst all of us really kind of boils down to the development of our students that are participating, the student athletes, right, in leadership and in team building. So there's, again, I go back, there's great value in what we're doing here, and let's continue on. And then I'll finally end it with this to congratulate our awardees tonight. You have done so much. There's 18 scholarships that we're presenting tonight. There's just this great sense of not just the support, but the work and the achievements of our folks who are getting the awards tonight is also very important, and that's what we are celebrating here, as a matter of fact. So thank you all. We're celebrating a great many things, right? The achievements, just the support, the wonderful excitement that we have surrounding this. And the partnership that we have with our sponsors and throughout the community is really, really appreciated. So we're grateful for all this. Thank you all. And at this time, I want to go ahead and throw it over to my partner here tonight, and Ken Sanicolas, and kind of give us his warm words of encouragement as the new Triton Esports manager.
Sure, thank you.
Congratulate him for that role as well.
Thank you, Dr. Camacho. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of the media, the staff and faculty of the university that are here, the staff and volunteers of Laddie Esports, as well as the Triton Esports program, the numerous collegiate and recreational athletes that are here tonight, the sponsors, of course, the fans, the family, the friends, all of you on the Twitch chat, thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Ken Sanicolas. I am, like the dean said, the esports manager for Triton Esports, as well as the founder of the Laddie Esports League. And I'd like to welcome you to the Island Esports Awards. I am honored to be here. I am just a small cog in this big machine that is the esports movement on Guam. And there are many people that have paved this way for even this opportunity right now for the university to hold an online scholarship ceremony for these students. It's crazy when you think about it. This would have been unheard of like 3 or 4 years ago, right? But it's a reality now. But before I begin, I would like to kind of recognize the absence of a couple people who are really vital to the development of esports on Guam. Most notably, John Wigglesworth, the former esports coordinator of Triton Esports. Unfortunately, he could not be here tonight because he is on a much-deserved vacation, starting his holiday break on a plane to Maine. John, we miss you. We wish you well. Happy holidays. And I also want to shout out, you guys don't see them, but on the left, the tireless production staff of the Triton Esports, who have worked long hours for the past 2 weeks to migrate all the equipment, production equipment, to this room here in the field house, the new broadcast room that will become better and better as time goes on. You have worked so hard to make tonight the perfect production, and you guys will continue to work hard, and I wanted to recognize you guys for your effort. And for Island Esports, thank you. For the Island Esports Awards, that's what tonight really is about. It really is about recognition, right? It is about recognizing the 20 plus hours a week that the student athletes have to put into the esports program. And I know some of you at home are saying like, well, 20 plus hours a week of gaming, I do that all the time. Like, where can I sign? And while that's funny, the fact of the matter is that would be far from the truth of what the program really demands of the athletes. Sure, they do play competitive esports. They play the best colleges in the nation. They play some of the best recreational and amateur teams in the region. That is a part of it. But that is only half of what really is done. Each student is required to do numerous hours of physical fitness under the supervision of their physical fitness coaches. Every student has to do a mandatory weekly check-in with Paul Lazara, their mental health advisor. The students are required to do a leadership seminar or meeting with the dean or with myself or with John Wigglesworth. Some of the practices don't even involve playing. It involves replay review, communication workshops, as well as a ton of other creative workshops that I have to give the coaches credit on doing. So tonight, it is really fitting that these athletes get recognized with the scholarship for this, because this 20 plus hour commitment a week on top of their full-time schedule, on top of their personal life, on top of, for some people, the guard, others, a part-time job, full-time job, it is demanding. And it requires a great deal of confidence, self-respect, accountability, and communication to get it done. Some of these students had it and it was easy. Some of them didn't, but they're here today because they learned it. So the program has definitely molded them not into just a better gamer, but definitely a better student and a better member of society. So for that, I congratulate you. There are also others tonight that will be recognized in the community for their outstanding abilities as esports athletes. For the past couple weeks, we have requested nominations among the community for who you thought were the best players of the year. We've taken that list. A select panel of individuals has chosen the cream of the crop, and tonight we will recognize you. But tonight is also about recognizing the growth of esports on Guam. Within the program, this semester, The Triton Esports team have competed for the first time in NACE, the National Association of Collegiate Esports. It is a huge step. Guam, the UOG team, has got to challenge some of the top esports programs in the US. We have leapfrogged a bunch of other obstacles and barriers and just jumped right into the thick of things against the best in the nation. And as the coaches will tell you, they've had varying success that they're very proud of. It is a huge accomplishment. At Laddie Esports, Barry and I threw 1 to 2 tournaments every month over 2021. That's 16 to 17 unique esports tournaments for you, with a staff of 2, unpaid. So you can imagine what kind of support we could get with bigger, or what kind of output we could get with a bigger support from the community or sponsors, right? 650 plus people have decided this year to compete or help in some way in Triton Esports or Laddie Esports events, because that's how many people are in the Discord. So you have to have shown some interest to be in there. It's huge. Esports on Guam is growing, and there is a demand. 2 middle schools, a number of high schools have created their own teams to compete in our competitions, simply because the educational institutions that they fall under have not created the program for them to compete. So there is a void there. It needs to be filled. But it's not just athletes, guys. We need tournament organizers, we need marketers, we need production people, we need officials, we need coaches, we need analysts. There are a ton of jobs and opportunities available for the program to grow, and you don't have to be a skilled gamer to do it. There's a lot to do. I know that's a lot to talk about, so I just want to thank all of you in the Twitch chat, all of you in the Zoom call, because your presence tonight is visual affirmation for everyone getting an award tonight. It tells them that their efforts and commitment to their hobby and passion was worthwhile and worth something. So when you hear these guys get their awards tonight and talk, keep that in the back of your mind, because you will hear from them what esports meant for them this year. So with that said, that's a lot of talking. We're going to send it over to the coach for Super Smash Brothers for the Triton Esports, Adrian Cabradelia. Adrian, the floor is yours.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Sorry, hold on. I'm here. Okay. So good evening, everyone. My name is Adrian Cavardilla, and I am the UOG Triton Esports head coach for Smash. I would like to start off with recognizing the UOG Smash team. The UOG Triton Esports Smash team has accomplished a lot during their season, from bettering themselves as athletes and leaders, having players win local tournaments held earlier in the year, collaborating and scrimming with other collegiate teams in addition to international teams, ending the season on a high note actually, with having 3 athletes qualify for the NACE regional finals for Smash. And with that said, I would like to formally recognize the athletes for their hard work and dedication to this program. Starting off with team captain, Ronnie Capstu Pangilinan. Ronnie Capstu Pangilinan, team captain. Bill Pokijanser Loctoan. Bill Pokijanser Lactoan, once again. Baron Joss Trinati. Once again, Baron Josh Trinati, Trix Trinati. Adrian Azzy Tambora. Maven Stratagem Dulana. Once again, Maven Stratagem Dulana, and last but not least, Sterile Technician Dianzon. For the Outstanding Athlete Award, I would like to acknowledge one athlete that has shown extraordinary growth from the beginning of his journey on the team. Showing a solid work ethic and ambition to improve, I would like to recognize Baron Josh Trinati as Outstanding Athlete of the program. Baron, any words?
Hi, can you hear me? Yes, all right. Hafa day and good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank my coaches, the teammates, the staff at UOG, and our sponsors for making all of this possible. If you don't know, I've been in the team since last year, starting on spring 2021. And in that year, I've been seeing growth, not just in myself, but also my teammates and in my coaches. We've been all trying to find ways to make things just a little bit better, whether it's in ourselves and our games or as leaders. And it's because of that I can say we all did a good job. Even though we live in an island in the middle of the ocean, even though some games just feel unbearable, and even though most of our competitors are thousands of miles away in the mainland, I know we did a good job. And we made it. I want to thank you all for picking me as your outstanding athlete of the OG Triton Smash Ultimate Team.
Thank you, Baron. And now we're moving on to the following awards: Smash Ultimate Player of the Year and Smash Ultimate Rookie of the Year. Starting off with Player of the Year. This player has been playing since the early days of Smash 4. Every single tournament he has entered, he has shown phenomenal performances that show why he's one of the best players on the island. This player will take it to the international tournaments, specifically EVO, getting out of pools not once, but twice, showing that Guam has potential to place high in competitions off island. Even now in Ultimate, ranking number 4 in the power rankings and still grinding even during quarantine. I would like to recognize Marcelo Rodriguez as Player of the Year.
Hello, can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Well, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. I wasn't expecting Player of the Year, to be honest. I was thinking more like the most chilled player, but it's an honor. I don't have a lot to say, but I just want to thank Loud Esports for all of this happening, keeping the community together, expanding, and bringing more people to the community. And especially I want to thank Ken and Adrian. From my perspective, they've done so much for the community, for everyone in the Lat Esports, the UOG. And I also want to say the UOG, I'm proud of the UOG team, the athletes. They've shown a really big growth in their plays, and I'm very proud of them. So once again, thank you for this award.
Thank you, Cello. Hashtag Team Cello, everyone. Anyways, onwards to Smash Ultimate Rookie of the Year. This player had his humble beginnings during quarantine, learning Smash when all he had was online. And we all know how online is like. Since then, he was selected to be part of the Trident Esports Smash team and has shown noticeable improvement throughout the course of the program. Top players of the island recognize this improvement in a short amount of time, and we look forward to his growth in the esports scene. I would also like to mention he's actually qualified for NACE, which was amazing. But out of the way, I would like to recognize Maven Stratagem Dulana as Rookie of the Year. Any words, Maven?
Any words? Yeah, I got several, brother. Well, to start off, thank you, Adrian. Yeah, as you mentioned, I actually I picked up the game during quarantine, and I kind of just started it as like, oh, you know what, COVID is such a stressful thing. I'll kind of like do it like on the side. I'll play it every now and then, but over time, right, like like a lot of my friends are like, oh, Maven, UOG has like this crazy like esports team. You should join it. I'm like, you know what? I'll go to the tryouts. I'll just see how it goes. And lo and behold, here I am. I don't want to take up too much of our time, but I would like to say thank you to so many different people that I've met through the game. Old people, new people. I want to shout out to my boy Calvin. You know who you are. First person that I played with. Thank you to my family for like putting up with me. Just playing like so much during the quarantine. Thank you to all the people in the esports community. Ken and then the coaches, like not just the Smash coaches, the Valorant team, the League of Legends team, the mental health coach Paul Lazara, physical fitness coach Jolly Song, and Carrie Ann Cabral. And other than that, I think the only thing I left to say is Viva UOG.
Viva. All right. With that being said, congratulations again to the UOG Triton Esports team for their accomplishments throughout the semester, as well as the players nominated for Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year. It's been a great year for Smash's scene, and please look forward for more Smash and FGC events for 2022. Back to you, Paul and Alan.
Thank you so much, Adrian, for coaching the Smash team, and thank you to all the Smash players as well. Real quick, Paul, I believe we have a...
Yeah, we have a special distinguished guest to acknowledge. We actually have Ms. Katrina Perez, the Executive Director of the UOG Endowment Foundation. Ms. Katrina Perez, if you'd like to say a few words, the floor is yours. We'd love to hear it from you.
Sure. Today, everyone, and thank you so much for inviting me to speak tonight. The UOG Endowment Foundation is very proud to support the Triton Esports program. I love the vibe that I'm getting from everyone during this award ceremony. I can see that there's a lot of emphasis on teamwork and being able to listen to each other and be able to vibe with each other. And my own team at my office will tell you that this is something that I truly value, and I know that wherever you go, whatever you do, this is also something that everyone around you will really appreciate and think highly of. And I really think the program is developing really well. Certainly, John Wigglesworth has done quite a lot to bring you to where you are now, and I'm looking forward to all that the organization is going to go and expand with under Ken's tutelage. For those of you who don't know, the UOG Endowment Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We exist to provide financial support to the University of Guam. We do this by connecting individuals and businesses with giving opportunities that are aligned with their interests and passions. And we also collect donations, whether it be through cash, checks, credit cards, heck, if you've got stock or even if you want to donate equipment, we'd be happy to receive. We provide a means for individuals and corporations to support the University of Guam and Triton Esports. So we are very happy and honored to be a conduit for the partnerships with company sponsors, especially with the newest sponsor for the esports program, the Guam Army National Guard. And we are currently raising funds through our 5th annual G is for Giving campaign, which will run until December 31st. So we accept monetary donations on all levels. And as a donor, you can choose where your donation can benefit, including the UOG Triton Esports Fund. So if you've got a little extra change in your pocket, you want to feel good about yourself, help your teams, we can certainly help you with directing you on how to donate your money to help out your team. Or heck, if you've got family who are in businesses and you know that they would be willing to support your efforts through the esports program, we'll be happy to talk to them and see if we can get them a little tax certification letter for any donations they would be interested in giving. So through this giving campaign, collectively, we can make a difference by pooling our donations together to affect so many more lives for the betterment of our island communities. Sizuos Masi, and congratulations to all the award winners tonight and to the Triton Esports team. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Miss Paris. And we're going to just go ahead and move on to a game that's very near and dear to ArcPulse and I, League of Legends. So we're going to go ahead and throw it on to Coach Jonathan Dunna from League of Legends.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man.
Thanks, Alan and Paul. Good evening. I'm John Dunna, and I'm the League of Legends head coach. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone in this call that made this program possible. You all, collectively, have provided the students an environment in which they're able to grow themselves individually and define themselves as future leaders of our community. And for that, I would like to express our sincerest gratitude. As our program is dedicated to molding professional leaders, this semester, we've primarily focused on setting and attaining goals. On a weekly basis, we critically analyze 3 different aspects of our gameplay and set out to correct them. This task, though seemingly simple, provided the students a goal and direction to better themselves on a weekly basis, and the culmination of our efforts was actualized during our participation in the NACE tournament. Against our stateside collegiate peers, we've definitively proved that we're able to compete with them by ending our season with an impressive 3-3 record versus teams that are ranked in the top 1% of players. And more importantly, our shortcomings exposed our weaknesses as players and reinvigorated a passion for self-improvement. It is with great honor that I'm able to recognize our student athletes. And without further ado, the first scholarship is awarded to our team captain, John Isok Tamon Jr. Rio Yours Sato. Ivan Navi Roselle. Maui the 16th, Jarrell. Tristan Crimson Comet Romero. Anthony Aralo. And Vincent Shisui Pagella. Though each student worked tirelessly to develop themselves, there was one athlete whose improvement was profoundly notable. This athlete began the season as an extremely timid and mild-mannered individual. Additionally, he was also challenged with learning a completely different role than he was accustomed to. Although his participation in our program was initially uncertain, and despite those challenges, he has grown to be a more vocal and confident in himself throughout the season. As a coach, there is no better feeling than to see their individual personalities blossom into what they are today. And it is with great pleasure that I'm able to recognize and introduce our most outstanding athlete, Maui Jarrell.
Good evening, everyone. I can't believe I got an award. I would like to thank Ken San Nicolas and everyone on the team, such as the coaches and can't believe that from the start I was so nervous, and after all these experiences in the team, I become more comfortable, and yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Maui. At this time, I would like to also recognize players that the community through Laddie Esports has acknowledged as the locally lauded player of the year, Jome Can't Grill Onodera. Jome?
Hi, hello. It's an honor to win this award, and I was quite shocked to hear that I won Best League of Legends Player of the Year, since I haven't actually won a tournament yet. But I'd like to thank everyone my teammates, and most especially Ken and Laddie Esports. I was able to play the game that I play the most competitively, and I met a lot of new people that I would have never met otherwise had these competitions not existed, such as my new teammate, Juju, and even fellow competitors like Demiman and It's Okay, who always gave me motivation to play my best. Yeah, and thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Jome. And finally, the last award will be awarded to the Laddie Esports Rookie of the Year, Mr. Miyagi Kevin Demenden.
Hello, everybody. I honestly didn't expect to win the Rookie of the Year. I thought I played like pretty average and everything, but yeah, I was just surprised, and like I wouldn't have actually been able to play if it wasn't for my team. They actually were the ones that asked me to be a sub. I was actually only supposed to be a sub for the team, but I ended up playing most of the games, and I ended up just filling in for whatever role they needed. And yeah, I'd like to thank my team, Good as Gold, not only as a teammates, but they were also they're my closest friends. And thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. And yeah, back to you, Alan and Paul.
Thank you very much to the League of Legends teams and players and all who were recognized. And, don't downplay it so much, guys. You guys did great. Ark and I got to watch you the whole way. We saw your journey, your improvements, and thank you for being a part of our community and loving the game that we love to cast. So
yeah, it was honestly a really fun time, especially seeing all the tournaments, all the matches. So shout-outs to the players, shout-outs to all of your awardees, and just everybody who just participated in the League of Legends community. We couldn't have made such a successful tournament without you guys. So it really is all thanks to you, and especially our tournament organizers, right?
yeah, Mr. Ken Nicholas, of course. But without you guys, the players, we wouldn't have tournaments. So thank you guys so much for showing up for your game. And if you guys want your games played and shown on these esports award ceremonies and events, please support your game by playing the tournaments.
Yep.
And talking about tournaments, I'd like to throw it on to Willie Hong, our Valorant head coach.
Yeah.
Hi guys. First of all, I'm very grateful that I was able to coach UOG's first Valorant team. And I am very grateful that Valorant was introduced to UOG because last semester it was just for League and Smash. When Valorant was introduced, I talked to John Wigglesworth to see if I can be the head coach for Val, and then we made it happen. We had scrims with teams basically all over the Philippines that competed, but then they competed in the highest level of Valorant possible, which is the VCT, any champions. We would actually win some of these teams, and maybe we would tie, most likely. We do lose. That just shows that there's growth. This made it possible for us to take the Laddie Esports title because we kept going against teams that were better than us. We kept losing. We learned from those losses. We competed in Laddie and ended up winning that tournament. It wasn't an easy road, but through countless hours of practice and prep, we finally ended up winning that tournament. We competed in Ace, but unfortunately did not do as well as we wanted. The results, we weren't happy about it. I wasn't happy about it. Hopefully next semester that will change. Now, I will list off the members of the UOG Valorant team. First off, we got the captain, Ann Trung. Next, we got John Paul Tamayo. Then we got Philip Kenga. Then we got Gavin Mengosong. And last but not least, we got Daniel Lee. The one player that stood out to me, as the outstanding Valorant athlete is Daniel Lee. He may not have been the captain, but he showed his leadership as he was the captain for League of Legends last semester. He brought his leadership from the league to Val, and it was evident in the games, in the team's achievements. His work ethic and ability to adapt in game really helped this team to grow. Congratulations, Chobo.
Hello, hello. All right. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for sacrificing your time and dedication to making this esports program possible. None of this would have been possible without the collaborative effort of everyone here, including those working behind the scenes, as well as our sponsors. I specifically like to thank my coach, Willie, and my teammates, as we had little time to create a team and compete in competitions, but we were able to make this journey together as a team. Thank you for this award. It's a huge honor, and I look forward to what Triton Esports has in store for all of us next year and the future of esports on Guam. Thank you.
All right, congrats again, Dutch Chobo. All right, now I will announce the Valorant Player of the Year. Merb Aurora. Aurora played in the first Laddie Esports as well as the most recent one. His team may have not won, but through his leadership and skills, they were a formidable team. Congratulations, Aurora. All right, and I know Aurora is not here to give any words, so congratulations again. Next, I will go for the Valorant Rookie of the Year. Coming off fresh from League of Legends, Chobo showed time and time again why he deserves Rookie of the Year. He spent many hours outside of practice honing his skills, only getting better and better. Deserving of the Rookie of the Year award. Congrats again to Chobo.
Hello, thank you again. I didn't prepare two speeches, but I'd like to thank everyone again, and it's a huge honor getting two awards. Thank you. And thank you, Donna.
All right. Well, that was our Rookie of the Year, Daniel Thresh Chobo Lee. Please keep supporting the Valorant team as well as the other teams, as we will keep showing up in other local and international scenes. Now back to Alan and Paul.
Thank you so much, Willie, and thank you so much to the Valorant team. I'm glad that Chobo shouted out Dunna. I felt like that was really important. There was a bit of, I made you.
I know.
Because he was the team captain for
like
the
a hint
league,
in his eye, just
good job catching the hint.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, we're gonna move on to community awards and the two facets of the Triton Esports program, which are physical health and mental health, which aren't really showcased in gameplay, obviously, but are very important to the program. So after awarding,
So I'll just probably take it
this
away.
Is the mental health coach.
Apparently, yes. And if you guys didn't know, I am actually the mental health coach for the UDG Triton Esports. I have spoken to basically all of the athletes throughout the semester, at least like most of the semester that I've kept up with most of our athletes. The program really was meant to try to not treat it as like therapy, but to treat it as an outlet for them to express themselves and also to guide them to develop goals, to become better individuals, better citizens, and better athletes with better mindsets. So as also we will have an excellence in mental health award. I will be actually throwing it over to Maven Stratagem Dulana. Congratulations. Maven has shown great improvements and also a great amount of dedication to the mental health portion of the program. So I really would like to acknowledge him. So Maven, take it away.
Hello, hello. Okay. Hey guys. Well, I'm back here again. Yeah, thank you, Paul, for that. And yeah, if anything, I'm actually a psychology major myself, and you know, I'm really an advocate for, you know, making sure that you're just, I guess, in the right place, like mentally all the time, right? Because it really doesn't matter if you're like in a situation where you're under a lot of stress, or if, you know, even if you're just doing okay, right? um, like to me, like as a psychology major and as part of the Triton Esports team, I you know, the knowledge that I gained through the psychology program and understanding, you know, what can make a person act like this way or that way, right? It can help me in both, in the team, right, for my performance, and in daily life too. So yeah, if anything, thank you to Paul for the bi-weekly checkups, and yeah, I hope all of y'all are doing all right mentally too. I know semester just ended, so I know a lot of y'all just had a lot of stress off of your minds. So yeah, thanks, Paul.
Hey, thanks, Maeve. It really means a lot, and you've done so well for the mental health portion of the program. Not to downplay everybody else. I mean, everybody else has done a tremendous amount of work, especially in keeping contact with me. So, but without further ado, I would love to throw it over to Jolly, who is our physical health coach. I guess that's the best way to put it. So, Jolly, take it away.
What's good, guys? My name is Coach Jolly. I've been the physical fitness coach for Triton Esports since the first season. The program's really allowed our athletes to learn a lot about accountability. They learn self-discipline as well as confidence. And it was a pleasure to work with these athletes this past semester and the other seasons before that. But before I give out the award for physical excellence, I wanted to shout out my assistant coach, Coach Carey. She's been a big help throughout this season where I couldn't help the students. She's been really great, and she will be the head coach next season. I will be stepping down. But there was one athlete in particular who has gone above and beyond in this program, in the physical fitness program, and I wanted to award Bill, my boy. So, Bill, if you could have a few words.
I find it really funny that I got this award. People who know me personally probably know that I'm not the most physically fit person in the world. I'm rather on the heavy set side, but I feel like I got this award because of the consistency I put out during with the Triton Esports physical fitness program. And I believe that is the second step to mastery of anything in life. The first step, acquire knowledge, learn anything you want. And step two is to become consistent as possible in order to master anything you want to do in life. So if you want to pick up anything, play a game, do anything else, become consistent, and then you can start striving towards mastery. But I'd really like to thank Jolly and Coach Jolly and Coach Carey for encouraging me throughout the whole time. I felt very self-conscious going to the gym 4 times a week, and they helped me get through that for the most part. I also like to thank the rest of my team and the rest of Triton Esports for giving me this opportunity and try to improve my life. And I'll throw it back over to whoever takes after this.
All right, thanks, Bill, man. You've been great. So I'm gonna throw it over to Ken.
So we have like 3 more. I'm sorry, we have 3 more awards left. I believe we'll make it pretty quick. You've heard from a lot of the athletes tonight, both the Triton Esports athletes as well as the winners of the community awards. Congratulations to all of you. I'm happy for you. But the esports industry is not just about athletes, right? Obviously, there is the possibility and opportunity for growth for everyone involved, right? Especially for coaches as well. And it was very difficult for the team to pick which coach from the Triton Esports program would win Coach of the Year, because each of the coaches had their own struggles that they had to kind of overcome through the season, right? Like Willie had to deal with the new Valorant team in a kind of a different setting. You have to deal with the ping. There were tough challenges for Willie. You know, Coach Jolly brought so many new things to the table for on the fitness side. You know, he had a compendium, like a what do we call battle pass? He had a battle pass that he wanted planned. There were great innovative ideas. You know, Dunna, Dunna was, should I say, almost the perfect coach. And, you know, to be quite frank, I would have given this award to Dunna, but he's just so reliable that I actually had to choose somebody else. So the winner of Coach of the Year is actually Adrian Cabrdelia, and it's because of him instilling. I knew Adrian when he was a kid in Okuru High School, and I've seen how far he has developed and become from a quiet, reserved child to a grown, stern leader. And he demands a lot out of the program. When I look into Discord, I see notes and strategies and pages of stuff that I wouldn't even bother reading. And quite honestly, he has earned it. And you can tell that the persistence and practice has paid off for these players, because 3 of them have qualified for the West Coast Regional in NACE. It is a huge, huge victory. It's something to be proud of. So, Adrian, congratulations for your excellence in coaching and leadership, if you have anything to say.
The first thing I want to say is, wow, I did not expect this award at all. And secondly, it's crazy. Like, honestly, being a coach and leader, just being a Street Fighter player that plays on the 3DS to now being a coach and leader is kind of insane to me. But I didn't do this alone. Definitely shout out to Coach Michael for being along with on the ride, as well as the community for making me the person I am today. Like, I want to just shout out like Barry, just some people that taught me like what really important stuff, the FGC and life stuff. Barry, sometimes it's best to go for the elevator instead of the stairs. But it's with Ken, keeping the low sodium. Pete Kimball, who's not here right now, showing me sometimes it's best to block, but really, it's thanks to the community that I am the person that I am today. And I'm super grateful to have this award. And I just really want the team to continue to grow, as well as Triton Esports and esports in general. So again, thank you for the award, and seriously, thank you for everything you guys have done. Back to you, Ken.
Thank you, Adrian. I'm so pleased with your growth. The next award is the Low Sodium Award. That's what we call it here, but it's actually for the athlete or person who has shown the best sportsmanship over the course of 2021. It's only fitting that I give this award, since I'm never salty. But that said, it goes to a special player who's played a number of our games, and he's always smiling, win or lose. He's always got a good attitude. He's always helping other members of the community. I can't think of any other person who represents what it's like to be a happy, competitive player better than this person, Vince Redpack Borja.
Hi guys, half a day and good evening. Buenas and half a day, everyone. Daniel Thresh Chobo Lee didn't prepare 2 speeches. I didn't prepare 1, but I'm going to do my best. This is all coming from my heart. Thank you so much to Ken for all the opportunities. He's seen me from a young age too. Ever since I joined one of those random Hearthstone tournaments. I play many games, guys. I have a love for games. I have a love for socializing, meeting new people. I think that's why I'm able to kind of just, jive and enjoy the game with so many different people that I meet. Shout out to everyone. And I'm sure you all know who you are, who I've met along the way. I really do appreciate every moment we've had together. I honestly just have one thing that I've really been wanting to say, speech prepared or not, but I'm extremely proud to be a part of this right here. It may be a little blurry, it may be a little hard to see, but I am extremely proud to be a part of the Laddie Esports League. Biba Laddie Esports, Biba Esports, for everything that we've done growing Guam, CNMI. I am truly proud to be a part of this. Thank you so very much, guys. I really am happy to play all the games that we have, and I hope to see it grow so much more in the future. Thank you so much.
The check is in the mail for you, Vince. But that said, Vince is an awesome guy. It's just that attitude is so contagious. He's just, I have a smile on my face under this mask. You can't tell, but I'm genuinely very happy for you. This last award is the Laddie Award. It comes with the ring. I didn't bring the ring. I forgot the ring, but this award goes to the greatest advocate of esports in 2021. The person who's there promoting and working hard to build awareness of the industry on the island, or help in any capacity, whether it be competing in tournaments or hosting or coaching or sponsoring. And I can't think of any person better for this award to go to. There's no doubt in my mind. This person, he brought esports to Guam pretty much. Like, streaming was him. Like, he pioneered this movement years ago, like 10 plus years ago. My involvement in any of this would never be anything if it wasn't for this person. He is the model of he's the grandfather of esports. Barry Hernandez, Mr. Shado Gaming himself.
What's crazy is that this dude decides to use Zero. Nobody knows who that is in chat, Ken. Like, come on. I have a speech ready, but I'm not going to read it. Anyway, Hafaday, Poingin Malik, and thank you for this prestigious award for Esports Advocate of the Year. Now, it's been about basically 10 years, just like Ken said, since I was involved in esports and doing fighting game tournaments back when I used to work at GameStop, to doing anime conventions with the Taco Recon, and doing all of these tournaments to get involved with competitive gaming on Guam. I've talked with a bunch of sponsors and all of that, Mountain Dew, Monster, who knows, whatever, right? So to have finally like this recognition, I mean, I've been doing it for a long time. I'm just gonna go back to my speech real quick because it's a little too much, but 2020 and 2021 have been really hectic, to say the least, and Ken and I have been trying to scramble and discuss, like, what are we going to do? We can't do fighting game tournaments anymore. So we moved on and tried to branch out our skills into other video game communities. Thank goodness for Valorant, thank goodness for League, thank goodness for Apex Legends to have these communities already sort of waiting to get showcased to the rest of the island and kind of bridge this gap between casual players that just kind of want to show off to their friends to finally creating these teams like University of Guam, Triton Esports, all of these guys here. I know Adrian, I know Lev, and all of these, the Valorant and Smash players. Sorry, League. I know Donna and Quan. But anyway, just to see these guys grow from like what Ken said. Adrian, I knew him as a little kid. I took care of him in Japan, but now he's grown to an amazing leader and coach. All of you guys should be proud for that. And to have you guys basically take over and pass on the torch, because I don't do it anymore. If you haven't noticed already, I'm only a beautiful commentator that production loves to have solo queuing all the time on Valorant tournaments. But outside of that, it's been really, really relieving for me to see
the whole community at large sort of upbring themselves and create this pathway for esports in the future on Guam. And of course, I'd like to thank Ken. Like, as much as Ken says, without me, he wouldn't be here. Without him, I wouldn't be able to still do what I want to do in esports. So like Latte Esports League. So I thank him so much. And of course, I'd like to thank all my friends and my family for everything that they've done to create this path that I have in esports today. But more importantly, did you know with Twitch Prime, you can subscribe to your favorite streamers like twitch.tv/UOG Trident Esports. So make sure you do that. But back to you guys. Thank you very much for the award.
Oh, Barry, always a streamer. I'm a dreamer. Well, guys, this brings us actually to the end of our show. But before we end, I'd like to urge you guys to check us out during the spring season for UOG Trident Esports and get into the tryouts. Join the team and maybe go home with an award at the end of next year.
And even a scholarship too. I mean, however, we have to be a full-time student. So, if you really want to get a scholarship that will help you further your education, join the team. That's also a benefit for you guys.
And the opportunities for the games aren't limited just to League, Valorant, and Smash. There actually are a ton of games that the school qualifies for NACE. So if you're interested in those tournaments, do keep an eye on the website, as well as join the UOG Trident Esports Discord and Twitch, obviously, for more information, because there are a ton of opportunities in different games. So, we'll see what we can do.
Also follow us on Instagram at UOG Trident Esports as well.
Yep.
And before we close out for the night, I'd like to give a final thank you to our lovely sponsors, NACE, the National Association of Collegiate Esports, Glide Path, PDS, MacTech, UOG Triton Store, Geek Out Guam, UOG Endowment Foundation, Kathleen Moreland, RCUOG, GameStop Guam, UOG SGA, MBI, Heavy Hitters, Guam Woodward Memorial, and the Guam Army National Guard. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We have been the Triton Esports team, and have a good night. Stay at home. Wash your hands. And we're not done yet.
Can we have the athletes? Could you just please stay on the Zoom call though, where there's logistical information that we have to deal with? But yeah, sorry, Alan, you can take it away.
There you go.
Okay, as I was saying, stay at home, wash your hands, and we'll see you guys next time.
Oh, and also Ken can do it too.
Ken,
you gotta do it. No, you gotta do that. There you go. All right. Thank you guys.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.